What is a mutation? Mutation is a change in the nucleotide sequence of DNA. Where the mutation happens matters just as much as what the mutation is. There are two major categories. Somatic cells are all of the cells in your body that aren't sperm or egg cells. The mutations in these cells will affect you, but they may not necessarily pass down to the next generation. Germ cells, however, sperm or egg cells, may not affect you, but they will be passed on to your children. So this is what you need to know before we get into it. Firstly, genes code proteins in codons, which are groups of 3 DNA nucleotide bases. So as we can see here, if the sequence is ATC, GTA, AAC, the replication will happen as ATC, GTA, and AAC. This is how the enzymes know what amino acid to create. And some amino acids have multiple codons that code for them. There are also start and stop codons, the main start codon being AUG, and the stop codons being UAA, UAG, and UGA. So what are the different types of mutations? A point mutation is when one nucleotide is swapped for another, so the letter changes. An insertion is when you add a nucleotide, which as we can see, the C got added, and the following codons are now different. Deletion works the same way, where one nucleotide is actually deleted from the sequence, and again, the following codons are now changed. So what are the effects of mutations? A silent mutation is when one nucleotide is swapped for another, but the amino acid it codes for stays the same. A missense mutation is where one nucleotide is switched for another and it changes the amino acid that it codes for. A nonsense mutation is when one nucleotide is changed into another, but now the new codon is a stop codon, which halts the replication of DNA. A frameshift mutation is when an insertion or deletion is not a multiple of 3, which shifts the entire reading frame, changing every codon after the mutation. As you can see, the C got added and it changed the following codons. So where do mutations come from? Mutations can arise from DNA replication errors, sunlight, or chemicals that react with DNA. What are the impact of mutations? Mutations can either be beneficial, neutral, or harmful. Beneficial mutations contribute to evolution. Species have a higher fitness to their environment and a higher chance of survival and passing on their genes. Neutral mutations often go unnoticed, whereas harmful mutations often get eliminated from the gene pool because it lowers the overall fitness of the individual, and all of the individuals with the harmful mutation have less of a chance of passing their genes on to the next generation.